Hello once again. Welcome to another Daily Devo in the new month of June. Here is your Daily Devo for Wednesday, June the 2nd, 2021, and it's video number 373. And it's video number 8 of year 2. Today is video number 2 of the video series. THE question mark video series. And today we're going to be talking about the beginning and the ending. And the first "the" is capitalized because it's at the beginning, and the second one is lowercase because you say the beginning and the ending. You don't emphasize the second "the." That's why it's lowercase. Now, if you were supposed to emphasize it, it would be uppercase. So today we're going to be starting with Revelation chapter 4, verse number 11. So sit back and relax, and let's see what the beginning and the ending is all about. Revelation 4:11 says, "Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things." Amen? So, there are two essential truths that are rationalized away, that are always rationalized away in Christian circles. Firstly, biblical creation is ditched by those who intentionally ignore its truth. And many are intimidated by today's modern science that is found on evolutionary assumptions that jettison our Creator God into deep space. So likewise, eschatology, eschatology, eschatology. Bleh. That sounds right. That sounds better. That was a new word for me. I've never seen that word before. Which is the study of prophecy. Okay. Didn't know there was such a word for the study of prophecy. But it is the other foundational truth avoided by many because of its supposed inability to be easily comprehended. But we know that eschatology does matter, and it's beneficial in both understanding the gospel and everyday sanctification of the believer. So as the Apostle John writes in Revelation 1 verse number 3, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." And it seems like if I'm talking in a box, I'm a little stuffy right now. So please excuse the stuffiness. So promises of rich blessing flow from God's throne when one reads, hears, and heeds these words. And like feasting on a juicy steak, the disciple is commanded to desperately feast on those revelatory words. Ooh. Revelatory. That's a word I don't use often. I don't see very often. That's probably the third time I've seen it. But talking about juicy steak, may not have been juicy, but I come across some pork cube steaks about a week or so ago. They had the yellow sticker on at Walmart. I bought them home. Well, when I went to take them out to put a little bit of tenderizer on it, because our whole family has a tough time eating pork if it's not really, really tender. We do all pork products. We even do we have to do the beef cube steak. We have to do the steak. We don't necessarily have to do any other meat. It's just a steak and the pork chops, ribs, stuff like that, we have to put meat tenderizer on it just to make it sure. But just recently, before I recorded yesterday's video and recorded this video, and I'm recording this video, I just got done with my dinner, and we had put those pork cubes. I had to go buy another pack because there was only 4 pieces, and a couple of them were real big size. I still had to put 2 pieces back up, but I had sprinkled them with thing, and I got the other pack and was able to put them down, put meat tenderizer on them, and put them together, and then I stuck them in the freezer, got them frozen. We was gonna have them yesterday for Saturday's dinner, but I slept most of the day yesterday, and then I didn't get a chance to get them done. But I went to the store today and bought some shake and bake coating, little seasoning coating, and I put a bunch of them in there because I had taken them out and thawed them out back up, and I put them in there. I put the stuff in the bag, shook the bag up, got them coated, and then I put them in a bake pan with some foil in it, because a couple of our pans don't cook right, which is in the pan, so we have to put foil in it to make it cook right, to make it easier to clean up too. But I put them in there. They told me about 15 minutes. They cooked between 15 and 20 minutes after the oven got hot to where they said the temperature was supposed to be. But I cooked them, and they turned out fine. They almost melted in my mouth when I ate one. So, but that was pretty good steak. Pork cube steak. If you ever get any, get some the shake and bake pork coating, or whatever you want to call it. The pork seasoning. Put it on there. Put it in your oven. Put it on the correct setting it tells you to. Cook 15-20 minutes. Boom. And if you have to put tenderizer on it, make sure when you get the meat, go ahead, get the meat, put the tenderizer on it, then put it in freezer if you're going to eat it at a later day. That way, by the time you thaw that meat out, you ain't got to worry about the tenderizer. Put the coating on there, put it in the bake pan, put it in the oven. 15-20 minutes, your meat's ready. So that's not an endorsement. That's just a tip. It's a helpful tip if you ever want to try it. It's good. It was very good. And I put some cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots, the three mixed vegetable thing together, the medley. And then I cooked some rice, and I made some tomato gravy. If you got tomato gravy, it's good. You put your oil in the pan, get it hot. Then you sprinkle your if you know how to make scratch gravy, you put your flour in the pan. As soon as it gets hot, start trying to brown that flour up a little bit. Then you open your can of diced tomatoes. Then you dump, after you get your flour good enough brown that you think of, just slowly dump your tomatoes in there. It'll sizzle. And then once you get all your tomatoes in there and get everything out of the can, fill your can up with water, and just put a little bit in there, set it down, stir it up, pour a little bit more in there, and you might have to fill the can up one more time and do it again, and just keep stirring it. And then you add your salt and pepper like you do with normal gravy, and there you got tomato gravy. Homemade tomato gravy. My mom showed me to do. I've watched her do it so much, I do it from memory now. I don't need any help. And then regular gravy is the same way, except that You just put your flour in there, brown it, and then you grab a big cup of water and start adding water to it, real slow, and keep it stirring. And as you stir it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. Before long, you got a good full pan of gravy. And you make sure you brown the flour up first, so when you do start dumping that water in there, it'll get brown. I've done it several times where I've done it, and I never did let the flour get brown, and then I got white gravy because I put too much flour. I put a little too much flour in it didn't brown right. But let's get back to this. Okay. So what is the practical benefit of these words? This world is not our home, so we should not have a tight grip on the stuff of this world. Consequently, we are easily consumed by consumable things. Ooh-wee. A little muggy out here this evening. Woo! At almost 7 o'clock in the evening, so consequently, we are easily consumed by consumable things, but God desires the believer to possess a worldview that is focused heavenward. And in Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 and 2, it says, If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your afflictions on things above, not on things on the earth. So set your things above, not on the stuff on the surface. So believers must be ready. So understanding our future deliverance from the cursed creation helps us release our grip on this temporal world. And just like in the song done by Carrie Underwood, just call it My Temporary Home. This is my temporary home. I'm just passing through. I think that's all I can remember from that. But it's like this, like we said, we're just passing through. We're just staying for a limited stay. We may move from here to there, but we're still temporary. Our permanent home is with Him in heaven. Our permanent home is in heaven, on the streets of gold. We can't wait till we get to go through that gate and see those streets of gold. Walk down those streets of pure gold, people. And go find the mansion that He has built for us. These little crummy little homes we're living in now are cardboard boxes. I've always been told, these are cardboard boxes up aside of what we have waiting for us in heaven. Amen? But lastly, Scripture's beginning and ending are indeed the bookends of God's redemptive plans. So the beginning and the ending are bookends to God's ultimate plan. Amen? That's all I have for today. Tomorrow we'll be getting into video number 3 of the video series and talking about the secret of the Lord. Beginning with Psalm 25:14. And tomorrow's video is for Thursday, June the 3rd, 2021, and it will be video number 374. So I don't remember. From what the number is on the page, go up one. It's 370, and then one number more than on the page. So it's 374. And it will be video number 9 of year 2. I know, I probably should shouldn't worry about what video we are into the year. Just keep your regular video numbers going. So, okay. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you come back tomorrow for the next episode of the video series, The Secret of the Lord. I want you to remember one thing. I love you and I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Keep on keeping on and trusting God, and He'll keep you safe in all you say and do. And until then, come back tomorrow for the secret of the Lord. And with that said, peace out. Until tomorrow, everybody. Goodbye. God bless. Have a wonderful, glorious rest of your Wednesday. And come back tomorrow for a very blessed Thursday, for the third day of the new month of June. Goodbye.